The Lord be with you.
And with your spirit.
A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Luke.
Glory to you, O Lord.
The scribes and Pharisees said to Jesus, "The disciples of John the Baptist fast often and offer prayers. The disciples of the Pharisees do the same, but yours eat and drink." Jesus answered them, "Can you make the wedding guests fast while the bridegroom is with them? But the days will come, and when the bridegroom is taken away from them, then they will fast in those days." And he also told them a parable. "No one tears a piece from a new cloth to patch an old one. Otherwise, he will tear the new, and the piece from it will not match the old cloak. Likewise, no one pours new wine into old wineskins. Otherwise, the new wine will burst the skins, and it will be spilled, and the skins will be ruined. Rather, new wine must be poured into fresh wineskins. And no one who has been drinking old wine desires new, for he says, 'The old is good.'" The Gospel of the Lord.
Praise to you, Lord Jesus Christ.
Praise be Jesus and Mary.
Now and forever.
No one tears a piece from a new cloth to patch an old one. Brothers and sisters, in our Gospel today, Jesus is telling the Pharisees and the scribes how to make discernment. And I think this is the one we are lacking today, and which Pope Francis, in his, if I'm not mistaken, in his encyclical Gaudete Exsultate, talks about discernment, how we should discern. Because we do not just say, I'm already converted, I'm already participating the Mass, I'm already praying, I'm already baptized, I'm already confirmed, I already received the sacrament of matrimony. No, I have already all the sacrament. I am already, graduated. No. That's not true. And you know, this is one of the beautiful things of the Catholic Church, the gift of discernment. The Church can be able to dialogue with other religion, dialogue with other Christian denomination, because the Church has this gift of discernment. And we should also too, we as baptized Catholic should also have this gift of discernment. Because many of us, including myself, we can always be deceived. Pwede pa tayong maloko by all those things that happening, especially today, with so many informations here and there, and everywhere. So many information. We do not know what is the truth, what is fake news, and what is not. So we should have to discern, you know, whether to put the new wine to the old, you know, or it is better to put new wine from a new wineskin. No? And you know, it is providential that our gospel today coincide with the saint we celebrate today, Saint Gregory the Great. No? Saint Gregory the Pope. You know, Saint Gregory, he really is a man of discernment. No? In the time of Saint Gregory, you know, if you live in the time of Saint Gregory, you can say it is really a disaster. No? And yet, what did Saint Gregory do? No? Saint Gregory discern what the church needs. How will the church enters into this new phase of society, just like now. And Saint Gregory was able to create many beautiful things to help the church to overcome that situation. And although, as I have said last time, Saint Gregory is the author of one of the beautiful and only one who has the title Catholic Music. And what is that? Catholic music is the Gregorian chant. The Gregorian chant. And what is that? And that is what we hear, no? Kyrie eleison. Those are Gregorian chant. And it dated to Saint Gregory the Great. No? The Gregorian chant. See? Because of true discernment. And you know, Saint Gregory, in one of his pastoral books, he taught all those who are in authority. And I mean authority, not only those priests, bishops, but even teachers, barangay captain, mayor, parents, grandparents. He teach that they should know how to discern. Kailangan po, marunong tayong mag-discern. Kasi alam niyo po, if we are not good in discerning, ay para bang, it's like we are putting poison into our children, into our loved ones. Kapag hindi po tayo marunong mag-discern ng tama at mali, what will happen is what Jesus said in the gospel. The blind, what did the blind do? Guide another blind, and both of them fall, dies. That's why it is important for us, just like for the church, to have a good discernment. Because good decision comes from good discernment. Bad decision comes from bad discernment. Kapag mali ang desisyon mo, ibig sabihin, mali yung discernment mo. And how can we discern well? We Catholics, we are very, very blessed. Why? We have the church. And that is what Saint Gregory is teaching. The Catholic Church is the source of good discernment. Alam nyo, if we only read many beautiful documents of the Church, we will not be astray. If we only listen to the Pope, to what the Pope teaches, if we only read our catechism, read the life of the saints, we will not be led astray. We can discern well. Sad to say, no. Sabi nga, napakasakit, Kuya Eddie. The problem is that we read many useless information. We hear many things except the church. That's why we have bad discernment. And it is a challenge for me and for all of us. Let us begin to discern well. And let us help others how to discern well. And one advice, as I have said, first is to listen to the church. And the second, very important, to have a good discernment is to have a good and healthy prayer life. Yung po tayo ay mamibig kita, manganjik kita. If we pray well, kapag nagdadasal po tayo, madalas, there, God will enlighten us and help us to discern well, just like Saint Gregory the Great. So let us ask Saint Gregory, and let us ask Divino Rostro, and our Blessed Mother, Our Lady of Peña Francia, Mary Corredemptrix, to help us every day to have that grace of true and good discernment. Praise be Jesus and Mary.